Hi there. So I pulled an oracle card this morning for me because I have been feeling stuck. I feel like I am repeating the same thing over and over, and I'm not feeling like I'm making progress toward my goals and my dreams. And so I asked my angel guides, what can I do to move forward? How can I get unstuck? And the card that I pulled was forgiveness. And it makes sense to me because I've been feeling really kind of down and sad and kind of in a funk lately. And so I asked myself, like, who do I need to forgive? What do I need to forgive? And the memory that came to mind was when I was in 5th grade. I had a guy in a classroom. I was in class, and it was quiet. We were doing something, and I used to have tubes in my ears growing up. And so what that would do is any fluid buildup would come out. That way it's not stuck in your ear and get ear infections. And when that happened, or when I had them, the fluid sometimes would just kind of gush out of my ear. And so this happened in class one day, and so I went up to the front of the classroom and got a Kleenex from the teacher's desk to stop my fluid from coming out. And a kid, boy, stood up and yelled really loud, "Look at her, she's putting toilet paper in her ear." And I froze. I didn't know what to say. And I thought, it's not toilet paper, it's a Kleenex for one. And I had all these thoughts going through my mind, but I was mortified. I didn't want to be the center of attention. Every time I was the center of attention, it was because I was being made fun of. And I just went and sat down and put my head down and wanted to crawl into a hole and cry. And so that memory came up again today. That memory has been coming up a lot. And so I knew that I needed to work on forgiving him. But as I dug deeper into that memory and trying to understand what bothered me so much about it, I mean, I was made fun of a lot growing up. And why that one memory keeps coming up, I couldn't figure out why. And I realized that it wasn't just him that I needed to forgive, it was me. My entire life, I would stay quiet and not stand up for myself. And I think I have a lot of, not resentment, but frustration at myself for not standing up for myself, even though I know that I did the best I could with what I knew at the time. But deep down, I have been really frustrated at myself. So they say in coaching or therapy, I'm sure too, the presenting problem is usually not the problem. It's deeper than that. So I thought I needed to forgive him, and I did, but I also needed to forgive myself. And during that forgiveness process, I wrote a poem. I like to write. I am not a poet by any means. Right now, I'm still kind of dabbling in poetry. But I wrote this poem. I'm going to share it with you. It's a very elementary poem. But I want to share it because I want to share that it doesn't have to be anything profound. Just writing or some kind of creative outlet or outlet for your emotions is actually pretty powerful. So I'm going to share my elementary poem in hopes that it might inspire you or encourage you to not be afraid to just let your feelings out, no matter how silly it may sound. So my poem. To the boy who made fun of me for putting toilet paper in my ear, I remember who you are from our 5th grade year. What you may not know is that your words hurt me to my core. I didn't know what to say, so I did what I did before. I stayed quiet and hoped I'd be ignored. I want you to know your words still hurt me to this day. They stuck with me like fingerprints stick to clay. But I now know it's time to let it go, for it's only hurting me, and I'd rather let it be. I'm creating a new mold so that I can be set free. That's it. I hope this was helpful for you. I would love if you would like this video and share it if you found it helpful. Until next time, many blessings.